Hey guys, this is Jess Paul, usually of Wrecked Radio, but as you know, sometimes I like to talk about subjects that interest me or things that I think are great to debate and talk about. Today's headline not being one of them. So as the headline states, I'd like to talk about the viral sensation that was a terribly white balanced photo of a gold and white dress. When I came onto the internet late last night, all of my friends and all of Google News headlines were centered around a Tumblr debate about what color this badly color-corrected dress was and how Google could not identify it. What got me so upset is that everybody made it the center of their world for quite a few hours when I thought it was obvious. I guess if you are any kind of novice, expert, doesn't matter, on digital photography, you would know that it was simply a badly taken photo and your eyes were seeing a blue sheen over a basically white dress. But it's really not about the dress itself. It's about maybe the reason why it was on the internet in the first place and how it really rallied so many people. This hashtag of think for yourself, it wasn't as explicit as this hashtag, but it was a subject that I brought up in literally a couple months ago when I talked about Brendon Urie's video for Girls, Girls, Boys. And basically what I tried to say in that video is Brendon Urie can say whatever he wants on why he wrote the song, why he did the video, but you have the ability to do your own research, read the lyrics, and discern for yourself how valuable this message really was, or if it was exactly what he was saying. Even when you're faced with the opinions of one of your favorite artists, that doesn't mean that you have to adhere to what they say. You have your own opinion too. Let me go into my major point by talking about something that I love, the free internet. We get to live in a time where we have seen the beginning of the internet and possibly are living in a time before the internet being completely regulated by the government, which is a thing that might be possible in the future, or by your cable companies taking over and censoring things that might be said. Everyone has a different opinion about the time that they were born and grew up in. Just like the Clark song, Born Too Late, you might wish that you lived in a much simpler, more reserved, more intellectual time with books and nature and less technology. Me? I am very thankful for the time I grew up in. Without the platform of the internet, I would never have been able to express myself, to create my own network, my own show, when I'm a person who wants to entertain and deliver my own opinions to not only the small group of people that surround me in my own town or my own group of friends. I am able to talk to people all over the world and learn stories, advice, world news from people that I would never have met walking down the street or even traveling across the country or the world. One of the best examples of the value of the internet was 2013's Turkish Revolution, where Twitter, of all things, was the platform where the Turkish people were able to describe exactly what they were going through, unfiltered by biased news media, where they were being suppressed anyways in their own country. They were able to tell us exactly what was going on and show it within easy video recording and uploading. Now, if any of you guys know me or have watched me for a long time, I don't usually take any political stances. I have always and still do sit at a place where I see what's going on. I sit back in this same computer chair and I say, well, this is terrible, but what can I really do about it? Those people are not only at a physical distance away from me, they are going through something that I mentally, within my easy American lifestyle, cannot understand. Even when I'm able to comment on those same Turkish riot videos that I'm watching right now. Do I really have a voice in all of this? But one of the things that angered me the most is coming to the conclusion that since the internet is free, since you are allowed to do, say whatever you want outside of most really explicit criminal activity, it's the government and other media platforms that are able to do, say, be whoever they want to be as well. The idea was posed to me a while ago about how whenever you're seeing something on the internet that seems futile and a waste of time, but interesting to talk about, easy to talk about, what might it be distracting you from? One of my favorite examples is one person who is able to control most of media, most of your lives, because whether you like her or not, you are talking about her. Yes, that is Miss Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian is someone I like to use as a flagship example about somebody that has polarized an entire nation. Whether you like her or not, whether you are of the least educated or you are of the most highly opinionated, you have talked about Kim Kardashian at least once in the past couple months. I literally just got a text from my brother that said, "What color is the dress to you?" For a long time, I've been under the opinion that not only Kim Kardashian, but anybody on a Hollywood rag is doing more of a service for the public than you believe. When my friends are complaining about how much their favorite or least favorite actors are being talked about, they are there to, in almost a positive way, to distract you away from the things that are going on in the world. And it wasn't until lately when, for example, Kim Kardashian was breaking the internet with her ass, that very serious things were happening across the pond over in the Middle East that we were totally ignoring because we were clicking on her nudes and her Instagram sneak peeks instead of listening to world events. This being said, I'd like to leave you guys with a small call to action. There's not much that you really have to do. You don't have to go into the street and protest, especially when it's terribly cold on the East Coast over here. But it's just something that will get your mind going to make you more aware of what's going on. Again, I still come from a place where I don't feel like I have the physical or even the verbal capacity to make any kind of major differences in what the Turkish government or what the Iraqi government is doing right now. But I believe that whenever you see something like this on the internet, some kind of headline or a news story that is virally sweeping the internet for reasons that you don't understand, go check your favorite world news source. I've listed a couple places down below. Some places that you may like to look are biased. O'Reilly or Rachel Maddow, two very different people, and you could like what they say, dislike the other one, whichever. Listen to both of them. On the very basis of being educated and informed to gain your own opinion, just watch and read. Colbert used to be one of my favorite forums because I got to be entertained at the same time, know about some of the events that were going on. I also, again, in the entertainment sense, love to watch people like Philip DeFranco, who fill his short show with beautiful women and his adorable baby. At the same time, he tells you about what's going on in the world. As if Philip DeFranco needs the promotion. But lastly, I think Jack Films said it best.
If you increase the saturation and fiddle around with the contrast, you can clearly see that the dress doesn't give a shit. Thank you so much for ruining the internet. You guys are the reason I drink. Good night.
The message of the day: think for yourself. Educate yourself. Be informed. Because it's right at your fingertips. You no longer need to go and find a newspaper or go to a library. You don't have to leave your house. You are already on the internet. You are already on the internet right now. It's all waiting for you. Have a great life, guys. Peace, love, rock and roll.